Good morning, everyone. Tuesday, 11 a.m. It's National Creativity Day, National Water a Flower Day. It's very connected to our guests here, our specialists. Guys, would you like to introduce yourselves and tell us what you dealt with for the past couple of weeks?
So my name is Maxim, and I have been working on pollution and research on global warming.
Hi, my name is Yashu, and I have been working on minerals and rocks for the past 7 weeks.
My name is Sasha, and I worked on plants and processes inside them.
Hi, my name is Cornelia, and I worked on aquatic biome and with my friend on polar biome.
My name is Tony, and I worked on the grassland biome and the desert biome.
Hi, my name is Lila, and I worked on the tropical biome and with Cornelia on the polar biome.
Thank you. Let's familiarize our audience with your central ideas and lines of inquiry, shall we?
Okay, so our central idea is the constant changes within our planet have an impact on people's lives.
Okay, thank you. And the first line of inquiry?
It is responsibility, and it reads the people's responsibility towards the planet.
Thank you. The second line, please.
The second line is connection and the interconnectedness of resources, people, animals within biomes.
And the third one?
The third line of inquiry is change, and it is how life on the planet has formed and changed.
And all of that within the big, great transdisciplinary theme, which is?
Sharing the planet.
Sharing the planet. Okay, we already have some guests. Mr. Martin Timowski. Good morning, Nature Team. Good morning, Mr. Martin. Yes, hello. Maxim, does it ring a bell? Yeah, I know. Okay. And Nelly from G5B is saying good luck. Good morning from Ms. Kathy Hanus. Oh, wow, let's wave to them, all of you. Yes. Unfortunately, I cannot list all the names appearing, sorry. So big wave for everyone. Last one. Okay. And we are waiting for the first questions. Oh, yes, we have already some. Okay. Masha, your friend, is asking, why did you choose nature to be your topic?
So I chose nature because I thought that the last year's environment group was pretty interesting, and I wanted to research more about it. And yeah, it's just fun.
Okay, thank you. Yashu?
I chose this topic because of my love and passion to minerals and rocks.
I chose this topic because I felt that it's gonna be a right choice, and I wanted to learn more about plants.
I chose this exhibition topic because I always loved nature and I wanted to inquire it mostly.
I chose this topic because I love animals. I even have some. And I also love nature because it's part of our lives.
I have been learning and studying nature for quite a couple of years, plus some other months, and I chose nature as a second topic in case of emergency. And the first topic that I chose was history, but because it had teammates that weren't kind to me, and I really like people who are kind to other people, I didn't want to be with them, so I chose the other, which is nature.
Okay, thank you. I must say, I also feel a lot of affection towards nature, animals, so I'm really glad I can be here with you guys. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Okay, we have good luck from Miss Julita Gawęcka, Miss Paulina Witomska, from G2 students, together with Miss Kasia, I guess Miss Asia as well, Miss Ania Cybal, and a lot of others. Another question, you ready? Okay,
Yes.
it'll be long, okay. Miss Paulina Witomska, a question. What is the most interesting fact you have learned preparing the exhibition? Lila? Okay.
I learned a lot of facts some of them were interesting, some of them were also interesting, but not too much. I guess I can't pick one, but I will pick two because they are both really interesting. The first one is that the tropical biome has something called canopies of vegetation. It's basically the layers of the rainforest. There are three layers of them. Emergent, so big trees to a height of 75 meters. Canopy, or also called understory layer. That is like palms, smaller trees, and the forest floor covered with wet leaves or leaf litter. And I guess the second one could be that the on our stand, on the poster of the polar biome, there is this little pink poster as how the weather changes, and it's really interesting. So if you want to see it, you can come to our stand, and it's all written there.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to answer that question?
My favorite fact, an interesting fact, was that crabs have teeth in their stomach, and also in the polar biome that the lowest temperature ever recorded in Antarctica was -53 Celsius, and that was really interesting to me.
Okay, thank you. Sasha?
And I hadn't ever thought that fungi can make zombies. Zombies were always a mysterious thing for me, but then I learned about it.
Thank you.
And for me, a really interesting fact was that climate change has changed the sea level from it growing 1.1 millimeter every year to 3.2 millimeters every year.
Wow, precise numbers. Janek?
I think for me the most interesting fact was that the biggest amethyst geode was found in Uruguay, because I thought it was found in Brazil because there most of the amethyst was found, but it was found in Uruguay.
Okay, dear ladies and gentlemen, I must say that we, together with the children, learn a lot, as you can see. Okay, Ms. Ania Cybal, on behalf of Natalia and Vicky, is asking, how does sun impact plants? Is there any specialist who can tell us?
Yes, sun does impact plants. It helps plants to make food. The sunlight is energy for plants.
As simple as that? That's all there is to it?
I think so, yeah. I think that's, yeah.
So the sun is very important for plants, and plants are important for us. The interconnectedness, as you can see. Thank you, Sasha. Ms. Julita Gawęcka, actually Freddy, is asking, what was the hardest part in the easiest part of the project? So the easiest and the hardest. Who wants to start?
I can start, and I think the easiest part was at the end when we are creating the stands. And the hardest part was probably organizing with the whole entire group. Because some people had one vision, some another.
The clash of visions.
For me, the easiest part and also the most fun part was creating the stands, because I remember in the middle, when the cardboard was not ready, we made bases inside of it and we were hiding. And the hardest part for me, I think it was the research part.
Yeah, I think I will answer like Yashu. The funniest and easiest part was building the stands, and the hardest one is the research, because sometimes I couldn't find the useful information.
For me, the same as Sasha and Yashu, the most fun and interesting thing in the exhibition was building the stands, and the hardest was Research and time management skills.
Time management skills. Okay.
For me, the easiest part was designing the second poster that I made about the desert biome, because it was made on the internet, meaning that there was a huge library of images and information, which I could literally copy-paste. But I think that the most interesting part was definitely building the stand, but it was also the hardest part, because I was also a little bit late in some parts. Like how I actually chose 4 biomes, but I only had time to do 2 posters of them. One which was physical, and the other one was the AI created.
So the beginning was the hardest for most of you, but then within the process, like you knew what to do, and you polished your time management skills. Thank you for your honesty, guys. Lila, would you like to add anything?
Yes. For me, the easiest part was also the stands. It's easy. Like, it wasn't really easy. We also needed to cooperate. We needed to change some places of different posters, but the hardest part for me was creating posters, because first I thought I had a lot of time. I didn't like rush it, but at the end I needed to take the polar biome poster home to finish it. Yeah, for me it was like this.
Okay. Courtney, would you like to add anything?
Yes, also creating the stands were sometimes hard because some of us was bossy, but we figure it out, like cooperating more, and yes.
Yes, cooperation. And one more time, cooperation. Okay, shall I go to the next question, guys? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. We have some warm comments coming from the audience, like you've got this, guys. You're doing great. Thank you so much. We know, right? Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Thank you. And Nelly, your dear friend from G5B, is asking, what was the hardest thing during the exhibition? I think we answered that question, haven't we? Okay, so Nelly, I think you may find your answer in the last question. Okay. Oh God, it's really difficult to select from the overflowing number of questions. Okay. Very general question. Do you like exhibition? At this point. I know.
I would
John?
say I do like it, but at the beginning it's stressful. But when you like start just researching and making posters, it's just like normal like inquiry. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, I really do like exhibition because the whole exhibition we did on our own, and I really like that part.
Yes, of course. Also, I like this part that we could cooperate more and more, and like talk to each other. And
I do like exhibitions. Sometimes it was hard to come up with ideas, but we handled it on our own, and I really loved all the trips that our really good mentor, Miss Julita, provided us with, and yeah, I do like exhibition.
For me, exhibition was pretty hard, because at the beginning I remember thinking to myself, okay, it's exhibition, it's probably going to be like that one time when you went to G4 with a poster and you were like, oh hi miss, look at this. And then after you were done, then you would get, let's say, a grade. But now looking back, it's completely different.
I remember us teachers asking you at the beginning of the whole process about your feelings about exhibition. These were not the answers, like completely. You had them different, like you were stressed or like you didn't know what to anticipate, and now here you are. There you go.
And that was going smooth.
Yeah. I'm really glad you're saying this now, guys. We told you. We did. Okay. Okay. I think, Yannick, that question will be to you, since you are our mineral and rock specialist. What are minerals made of? And I think I can merge it with another question, which is, what is the rarest mineral? So, what they're made of, and which is the rarest?
So minerals are made of chemicals that actually form them, that they mix in and form them, so they're made of kind of chemicals. And the rarest one, I can't really tell you, but if I might have to try, I think it would be one of the gemstones. So emerald, sapphire, diamond, ruby, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Yashu. I don't think there is anyone who can add anything unless you know something about rocks. Yes, Maxim?
In my opinion, I think that the rarest mineral would be like a rupee or something.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay, that question will be to all of you. If you were to start over, what would you change in preparing for the exhibition? Is there anything you would have done differently, better, quicker?
Probably just first do quicker research and a lot of it, and then make posters, and also some people from my team.
What was the question again?
The question was, would you change anything
Ah.
throughout the process? Would you?
Actually,
Okay.
yes. Because when I was researching, I already wanted to make my poster, even though I didn't finish my notes. And yeah, I kind of rushed it with the poster.
Thank you.
I think I would change something because I could do some more research for some more plants topics.
Okay. I still think you conducted your research profoundly, Sasha. Korni?
I think I could do quicker research and do quicker posters, like focus on it, not like go somewhere and do something else than
Okay.
research.
For sure, I will change the time I put my slots into, because sometimes I put research, not a lot of research, and more chatting with my friends. I would really change it into more research. And then if I did the more research, I could do quicker posters, so I didn't need to rush. But I wouldn't change making the stand because it was really fun.
Yes, it was.
If I would ever to restart, I would definitely work more on my time management skills. Mainly because I done only 2 posters out of 4, which really I'm still embarrassed about it.
You don't have to be, really. It happens.
And I probably maybe would have also gotten the right tools at the right moment. Because when I was making the first poster about the grassland, I didn't have a ruler. We had a pen and a pencil, but it wasn't that much that could actually make an entire poster.
Okay.
So we had to a little bit improvise, partially with a box filled with markers and using it as a ruler.
Everyone improvises at some point during exhibition or life.
Yeah.
It's also a skill you learn. It's not only the research you have, the writing, reading, it's also taking care of your skills, as you can see. I think you're aware of that now. Dila?
I would also like to add one thing that I did 2 biomes. So because I did more research on the polar biome than for the tropical biome, so I could manage my time to do it 50-50, because I didn't like that I made more research on one and less research on the second one.
Okay. So all in all, less research, more producing. Okay, we will remember next time because you mentioned it a couple of times. Yes, Maxim?
And I also think that if also I would research more, I think I might add some more, for example, facts, or maybe like one more type of pollution.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your honesty, guys. Is there a plant you can make clothes out of? Tanya is asking. Any plant?
Yes, of course, because almost all clothes are made in the old times. The clothes were made out of plants. This now we have some polyester or etc. But yes, there is such plant as cotton.
Cotton. All right. Tajo from G2, I guess, would like to know if you have learned anything about endangered plants. Endangered plants.
No.
Okay. So your research didn't cover this topic, Sasha, right? But yes, Lila?
While I was researching for the tropical biome, because tropical biome has rainforest inside, so I don't know if it covers that question, but there are endangered rainforests. For example, the Amazon rainforest is located in Brazil, and the deforestation of Brazil, so cutting out trees, putting fire up to clear the land, increased to 88% in June 2022. So now it's basically at 92, 93. And yeah, so the Amazon rainforest, but there are also a lot of rainforests.
So yes, there are
endangered.
some endangered plant species, right? Thank you. Okay, a very interesting question by Ms. Katia Hanus. How can we take care of our planet? Very important question. Thank you for stating it. Guys, I think you have a lot to say. How can we take care of the planet?
So we can take care of the planet by, for example, reducing like the usage of cars and, for example, big cargo ships, and use like stuff that doesn't like use fuel, or at least not so much, because the fuel like releases carbon dioxide, and it's a greenhouse gas that gets trapped in the atmosphere, and because of it the earth is like being heated, which basically causes like the nature of the polar biome to melt, because the ice caps are melting, and because of it the polar bears are, for example, sometimes getting stuck.
Yes, exactly. Yes, Maxim, you mentioned a lot of ways. Lila?
Yes, I also, as Maxim said, on the polar biome, I did most of the polar biomes. So basically, when the icebergs or ice caps melt, more water is produced, then there come floods, and from the water that stays after the floods, steam rises up, and there rain falls, but then also the sun comes up and it goes again and again. But as Maxim said about the polar bears, they live on the snow next to water, and when the snow cracks, they stay on these little pieces. The little bears cannot swim sometimes because they need to still learn about it, so they can even drown. The bigger bears can swim, but I would be really stressed if I was in that situation, and I guess they are stressed, so sometimes they cannot make it and they drown. Also, we can help the planets, like we did action. We have it on our stand, photo of the action. We did actually two actions. Our first action was that we went on Osiedle Kopernika next to the school here, and we cleaned some trash. Maxim even collected two bottles of two really full bags of glass bottles, you know, from what.
That's awful that people leave so much trash.
From, for example, vodka.
Sorry for
Anything
pneumonia.
else? Anything else?
We collected a lot of trash. We got special tools from a nice lady. And our second action was that we went to K2, and they have a unit about plants. So we told them something, we showed them, like mostly Sasha showed them a presentation, but I and Courtney also did like 2 or 3 slides. Yes, and you can take a lot of action, you can donate. It will help a lot. It will help the world even a little.
Thank you, Lila.
You can also help the world by using less coal, because mining coal creates an kind of water pollution that, when mixed with rainfall, creates acid.
Okay.
And we can also just start using like mostly reusable stuff, because
True.
a lot of people like just buy like plastic water bottles and can't really reuse them.
Yes, once I've heard this quote that the planet does not need, I mean, we don't need everyone doing everything. We just need someone doing something. So if each of you and me will do certain thing, just a few things to help the planet, I think we will grow, right? Thank you. So, when it comes to action, Nelly, I think your question met the answer because Lila elaborated on it. Which one to choose now? So many good questions. Okay. Okay, knowing so much about nature. Now listen to this one. What would be your favorite place to live and why? With what plants and what animals?
So
Think about it.
I can say what place, but it's not a place where I want to live. A place, if I will have to choose like right now, probably Sweden, because it's like really nice. The nature is there really nice. And yeah, but I don't want to live there in the future.
Okay.
Just like with the nature.
So
it's
just to
really
visit
nice.
it,
Yes, visit
have
it.
your moments. Okay.
I would probably choose Brazil because of all the tropical trees, and like it's very nice in my opinion. I think I would, I don't know, have like a palm tree, and animals, I would have my cat definitely with me.
Of course. Okay.
I don't really know, because every country has their pluses and their minuses.
That's true.
I would like to add something to Yashu's comment about Brazil. As I said on the previous questions, with the trees, it's actually nearly all the forest will soon die in Brazil because of the deforestation there. So, like, no, I'm not saying that all people in Brazil do that. That like it's bad, because when we cut out trees, the carbon dioxide goes up in the air. But back to the question, I guess if I was rich, I would choose Maldives. But I know they were like sunk in some years because of all the pollution, global warming. But if it would stay a little, so I would choose Maldives. I will for sure, like yes, you said, have some palms and house next to water. But when it comes to animals, I would for sure have my horses and my cat
All
with
of
my
them?
dog. Yes.
Okay. That would be difficult. Okay. Thank you, guys.
I would definitely choose 2, actually. I would choose Spain and, as my friend said, Maldives, because there are a lot of water in Maldives, and I have an aquatic biome which I was really interested in. And when it comes to animals, I would choose first my dogs, and
Excuse me again, all of them?
yes.
Oh God.
Also, I would choose dolphins because I love those dolphins. And when it comes to plants, I would choose palms, some tropical plants, and yes.
Thank you. Tony, the place, animal and plant.
I would love to go to Greece. It has like been my dream ever since maybe 3 years.
Have you ever been?
No,
Greece?
I have never been to
Okay,
Greece, and I would
okay.
love to see the culture, the trees, the plants.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Gila, would you like to add anything, surprisingly?
I would like to add something about Greece that my super mom provided me with vacations on Greece. So, my super parents.
Thank you, Miss Paulina.
And the last thing, I have a comment to Cornelia. If you would take all of your dogs, where would they live?
It's just a draft of the plan, okay?
My dogs will live in my house, which will be next to the water, and also dogs can swim, so maybe they would like to swim in.
Okay, all right.
I would actually also
mhm.
bring my cats, which I love with my entire heart, as they are my first ever pets. And I would also like to test if they can swim, because they seem to be resistant to the bath water.
Cats, run. Okay, it's not a question, but a very nice comment that can warm you up, guys. Amazing job, Team Nature. I admire the hard work you put in preparing the exhibition and creating your stand. Talking to you yesterday, I can positively say that you all are truly the experts. These are the words by Ms. Patrycja Brodziak. However, I bet that a lot of people would like to say the same, including me, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, can you imagine we are 32 minutes past the start? Oh, there you go. All right. Let me shoot some more questions at you people. Okay. Oh, Vicky and Natalia. Through Miss Ania Cybal. How much time does plastic decompose?
I'm not sure, because I didn't research a lot in the how much it decomposes, but I think it's a million years, maybe even more.
Once I was on a competition and there was in a park wrote everything. It depends for sure what type of plastic, because there is not only one type of plastic, there are a lot of types of plastics. But I guess, like Maxim said, millions of years. One plastic that was, for example, thrown there to see, like in a box, to see how much time does it decompose. It looked really old, but it was only 500 years old. But I guess it's millions or sometimes thousands of years, depends.
It depends what they're made of. I mean, the things people put in trash, right? Anything else, guys? Would you like to elaborate? Anyone else? I think Cornelia has something to say.
Also, I would like to add that it depends with the plastic if it's bigger or smaller. Because, for example, if the plastic is I don't know, like this, then it can be thousands of years or maybe hundreds. And when it comes to my friend showed, it can take millions of years.
So people, plastic, recycle it. right?
There's a bin for it.
Exactly. You just need to look for it, right? Okay, guys. General exhibition-like question, but a very important question, because it's not only the knowledge you gain, but also the skills. What are the skills you feel you improved the most throughout the last 2 months?
I knew that question would come, and I prepared for it.
Wow.
I'm proud. For sure, I developed research skills because, like, research exhibition connected. I guess my communication skills, because some of us were bosses on the creation. Some of us like couldn't cooperate, but it's but it's okay because like everyone can be themselves, like they can improve. Basically, also I improved my time management skills, because everyone was at the beginning like, oh, 7 weeks, such a long time, and then
right.
everyone was like, what the
We have no more time.
what
exactly.
the exhibition, we have 1 day left, we need to create the posters, and everyone was like, oh no, we need to rush. So as I said, we took our posters home, some of us, and created them at home.
Okay, Tony?
I have definitely improved my thinking skills, as I've learned to think in a different person's view, kind of like third person, and I have learned how to think of different perspectives of different people.
Okay.
And I think I have also improved my research skills, as I got to learn more, and I got to come up with questions that I usually do not come up with.
Okay, thank you. Courtney?
I for sure improved my research skills and time management skills. Yes.
Okay.
I think all of them.
All of them. Wow. So thinking, social communication, all of them. Wow.
I think I improved my thinking skills and research and cooperation, maybe.
Okay.
I would agree with Yashu. I think I also developed those skills.
Okay. All right. Alrighty. I must say I always improve my time management skills and social skills together with you guys during exhibition. So thank you. Like, we grow mutually together. Okay. What is your favorite animal and what is your favorite plant? I'm merging a couple of questions together. So plant and animal.
So my favorite animals are a panda or a dog.
Okay.
And plant, probably a palm tree.
Palm tree. Okay.
So my favorite animal would be a crab or a cat, and my favorite plant, birch.
Oh wow. Okay.
My favorite animal is an owl, and my favorite plant, can I name 2?
Of course you can, right?
An aloe and a pine tree.
Pine tree, of course. Okay.
My favorite animals are...
Wait. Dogs and dolphins. Yes?
Yes, and
Strike.
also, not so favorite, but I like and I ride horses sometimes.
I know Mr. Bartek knows the answer.
Maybe horses, but I don't know. Maybe.
No, but you are like kind of right.
Okay. Apart from horses.
Okay, so horses, because I have 3, like. For sure, cats, because I have one. That jumps in my bath. Please skip the question. No, I'm just kidding. And also a dog that eats my things. and ate my glasses 2 times.
Okay, cool. So cats, horses,
And dogs.
favorite and dogs. Favorite plant?
Yes. Favorite plant, I guess a palm tree, a cacti, or a rose.
Oh wow. Okay, Tony.
For me, my favorite animal, of course, is a cat. I love them. But I also really like giraffes and probably also some types of parrots.
Okay.
Except for the loud ones that just keep going like ah!
Yeah, some of them are really loud.
And my favorite plant must be I know, probably the birch tree, just because it's really nice, and my grandma keeps telling me that when you hug it, you will somehow get healed from some weakness.
Okay, give me a birch tree then.
I mean, I believe it.
Okay. Yeah, we all answered, right? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Next question, Janek. No problem. Yeah, there are a lot of questions from your mom, and I asked at least one already. Okay. I still love you. Like, you know. Okay. Is it true that some trees can defend themselves with poison?
I haven't heard of them.
Okay, but there are definitely some
Yes.
plants that.
Yes.
Like-
Trees, yes, there are.
Oh.
I've heard of it. I don't remember how it's called, but it has like spikes that it defends itself with.
Okay, so it defends itself with some spikes.
Yes.
However, the question is about poison.
Yes.
Oh, as
Yeah.
well. Oh, yeah, spikes and poison. That they go together. Oh God. Okay, but I hope we don't have them in Poland.
I also heard of these trees. There are also a lot of types of cacti that when you break them can release some poison or yes, like this. One of them is on our stand. So if you go there, please don't touch any cacti.
Therefore, they have spikes, right?
Yes, I heard of them.
There's not only one cacti on our stand, there's 4.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, there was a question actually because I feel like I just experienced the very answer without words. Have you learned anything from each other? Lina?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Well, for sure, I learned a lot about plants from my friend Sasha. I learned only the fact about crabs from Courtney because I also sometimes inquire into the aquatic biome in my house. So basically, yes.
Okay. Thank you. Guys, have you learned anything from each other?
I have learned a lot about. I have learned about pollution, about plants, and also about different biomes. So yeah, I've learned a lot from my friends, even their behavior.
No, exactly. Yes, it's not only knowledge.
Yes.
Thank you, Sasha.
Yes, of course. I learned from my friend Lina that in the tropical biome there are canopies of vegetation that I never heard of.
Okay. Wow. Yeshu?
Yes, I learned about zombie ants from Sasha.
Yes, I've heard about them too. Creepy. Really creepy. Okay, guys, last minute. Can you imagine that? 45 minutes almost past. Yeah, time flies. Time flies.
Yes.
Yeah, last question? No. Because there's another stream coming. Was it that bad, actually? No, exactly.
it
I told
wasn't.
you after the first... Don't give the mic to Lila. I'm joking.
I won't.
I'm joking. You can give it to
The
her.
next team will be history team.
I was stressed before the Q&A, but it's cool. And I can hold the microphone, is the best part.
Yeah, but we can always switch it off.
Why?
No, of course we
please.
won't. Now we have to because it's 45 minutes. So, any last
No.
words? Oh, no, that sounds like an execution. So, I'm joking. Well, people, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being with us.
Bye.
Nature team. And remember, it's National Water a Flower Day. So water your flowers, people. Janek, I need you.
Yes.
Come on.
My
Janek.
last words are yes.
Yes,
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you for visiting
Okay,
us.
bye-bye.
Bye.
I
Okay.
thought you were taking a picture.